Hi everybody, once again this is your friend Edmund, and today we come back with the parts of speech. So last time we were discussing about the different parts of speech, and today we are going one step ahead. So you see the noun, today we're going to start with the noun. So you see the noun is one of the most important aspect of grammar. Everything in grammar revolves around a noun. Now, the noun is like a solar system. Everything in grammar revolves around the noun. Okay? So, let me first explain what's a noun. A noun is a name of a person, a place, an animal, or thing. That's the definition. It's a name of a person, place, animal, thing. So remember, there's a formula for that. It's called per part. Per part. So it means person, place, animal, or thing. So now you see everything around in this world. If you're traveling by a train, that's a noun. You're eating your food, that's a noun. You're eating with a spoon, that's a noun. So we have different kinds of noun. So let me slowly take you through the different kinds of noun. So to begin with, we have the common noun, the proper noun, the collective noun, the material noun, the abstract noun, and last but not the least is the countable and uncountable noun. Now this is a class, the countable and uncountable noun. These nouns actually come in the common noun, but they are given a different class just to make things a little bit clear. Now let's see what's a common noun. A common noun is a noun which is common, a name given to any common species or place or things or any object. Okay, so common noun. For example, a railway station. A railway station is a common place. It becomes a common noun. A pen. This pen is a common noun. Everybody has got a pen, so that's a common noun. Okay. Now if I say this is Edmund's pen, so Edmund's pen becomes a proper noun. Okay? So because that's my pen, it's not a common pen. It's my pen. I own it. So that becomes a proper noun. So what is a proper noun? A proper noun is a name given to any particular person or a place. So for example, all the names that you see, like Jane, Bharat, Ram, Sita, okay, all these names, Edmund, these are all names of a person. These are all proper nouns. Next we have the name of places. Mumbai, Maharashtra, a state, USA, United Kingdom, okay, the native place, any village, the name of any village. So these are all called proper nouns. One rule, every proper noun, the first alphabet always starts with a capital letter. For example, my name Edmund, so the first alphabet or the letter will start with a capital letter. So it will be E capital D-M-U-N-D. Now, D-M-U-N-D will be in small letters. Okay? That's what a proper noun is. So next is the collective noun. The name itself suggests collection, collective. A collection of objects, things, people. These are all called collective nouns. Some examples of collective nouns are, okay, so as the definition says, a collective noun is a name of a number, collection of persons or things together as a whole. Okay, now we have crowd, mob, team, flock, herd, fleet. There's one confusion, and many children and many students have asked me, what's the difference between a crowd and a mob? They are the same. Now remember, a crowd is a collection of people which have no leaders. They're just collective. Like you go to a railway station, you'll always find it crowded. You go to an airport, it's crowded. When you go to any public place or some important monumental place, you find a lot of crowd. A crowd never has a leader, whereas a mob is a place, a mob, a collection of people, the intentions are not good. They might be either destructive or sometimes the intention can be good. So nowadays we have these flash mobs, okay? People suddenly get around, like you see the Jerusalem song, it's a flash mob. So people all suddenly get around, they have their own leaders and they start singing a song. So that's what a mob is. So a mob can be destructive also. Like what happened a few days back, people got around and they were destructive. And they did the Kisan Andolan, that's a good example. What happened, the farmers' agitation that happened in Delhi. So that was a mob, that was not a crowd. So that's the difference. Another confusion with people is fleet. What is a fleet? So fleet has got many meanings. So the main meaning of a fleet is a collection of ships. It may be merchant ships or a military ship. So the collection of ships together, they're called a fleet. So we say a fleet of ship. Okay? Then an army. Now army is the military also, a collection of the three armed forces, the army, the navy, the air force, So we had an army of people marching on to the front. Okay? Collection of people. Crowd, a collection of people. Okay? A collection of soldiers, army. Now, next we come is to the material noun. What's a material noun? Material. Any material. Cloth. Material. Okay? Your lentils. So what we call in India dal. That's a material. Now, a very common thing to understand is, like, I'm sorry for the non-vegetarians. Like, for example, a goat. The meat of a goat is called mutton. So now, the goat is a common noun, okay? But mutton is a material noun. But material is a common noun too. But don't get confused with that. They're all the same. But remember, that's how you distinguish. Okay? So that's what a material noun is. Then we have abstract noun. Now what's an abstract noun? An abstract noun is the name of a quality, action or state of a noun. The name of a quality, action or state. So what's a quality? A quality is goodness, kindness, whiteness. This is a quality. Huh? My goodness, he's such a wonderful person. This is a quality. Now don't get confused. Now quality is also an adjective, right? Am I right? Well, now abstract noun come from adjectives. So an abstract noun comes from adjectives, from verbs and common nouns. So that's how so then we have quality. I had some good tea this morning. Good tea this morning. Good. What's good? It's a quality. Yeah? Tea is a common noun. So don't get confused here. So later on when we touch the other parts of speech about adjectives, then I'll tell you in detail what exactly a quality is. Then we have action, movement. You're moving, yeah? Moving. So that's an action. So now you say action. Wow. Now, even a verb talks about action, but an abstract noun also talks about action. Then we have state. Now, don't be confused. Maharashtra is a state, Delhi is a state, not that state. I'm talking about the state, like childhood, yeah? Sleeping, okay? You're sleeping, that's a state. A dead person is a state, You know, when a person is alive, he's got a name. But when he dies, it becomes a body. That body is a state now. Okay? So that's what we have in abstract noun. Now, the last is the countable nouns and the uncountable nouns. So what's a countable noun? A countable noun is something that you can count. For example, this pen, you can count. 1 pen, 2 pen, 3 pen, 4 pen. Okay? Now a group, now you'll be confused. Now a group of pens, do you have a group of pens or a bundle of pens? Now that bundle becomes a collective noun, but you can count them. So for example, we have many examples. We have a fleet. We have a fleet of ships. So we can count how many ships docked at the port. We can say, well, 1 ship, 2 ship, 3 ship. The next is uncountable. Milk. You say, what's milk? You can count milk, 1 liter, 2 liter. No, you cannot count them. They're measured. Milk is measured, right? So that's uncountable now. Water, whiskey. Whiskey is measured. You have a peg of whiskey, you have a 30 ml peg, you have a 60 ml peg. That's countable. Uncountable, right? Now, one more thing I'll end up with this, is when we're talking about common nouns. So in common noun we have the collective noun, the material noun, the abstract noun. These 3 are common nouns. You can see, as I told you, a crowd of people. So crowd of people. So crowd is a collective noun also, but it's a common noun also. So don't get confused between a collective noun and a common noun. They are all the same. But when you want to elaborate on something, so we say there was a crowd at the railway station and I was going through the crowd. So you're elaborating the crowd. Okay? Now I can give some common examples of common nouns, as I told you. So another thing that people get confused is with they get confused a lot with the flock and a herd. You know, a herd is generally with mammals. Like we have a herd of cows. Okay, we have a herd of hippos. Yeah. Flock of birds. Now birds always have a flock. We have an old English saying that birds of the same feather flock together. Isn't that wonderful? Well, I hope you have understood what I've spoken today about the parts of speech. So once again, just short recap. What's a noun? A noun is the name of a person, place, animal, thing. P-P-A-T. Different kinds of nouns. There are 6 types of nouns. We have a common noun, proper noun, collective noun, material noun, abstract noun, countable noun, and uncountable noun. Okay? In the common noun, we have 3 different types of things which are almost the same. We have a collective noun, a material noun, and an abstract noun. These all come from common nouns. Okay? So, I hope you've understood what I've said today, and I would request you guys to subscribe and like, and do write to us if you have any doubt. I'm always ready to answer. And it was a pleasure speaking about the noun today. I hope you have enjoyed it, and thank you very much. Till the next time. Bye.